Hello, everyone. This is video 5 on conversations with me. And I'm hoping you guys find this helpful. I know it's helpful for me to just have a conversation with you guys. And I know these type of videos don't have any cuts or any B-rolls. It's just unedited and it's not for everyone, but I definitely like watching these videos and I know I enjoy even doing them even more. Um, But what I wanted to talk about today was about a book I'm reading. I just came across it on the Libby app. If you don't know, it's Libby, and it's like it connects to your like Houston Public Library or whichever. I don't know if how it works in other states or cities, but it's an app that connects to your public library um, system, right? And it allows you to like rent out digital books and you can read them in the Kindle app and also audiobooks. It's a fantastic app. Definitely if you want to like pick up something like pick up reading or like pick up something new when it comes to learning or just want to like read a novel, it's just something to read, right? It's a great app. But the name of the book is called Stop Letting Everything Affect You by Daniel Chidiac. So it's Chidiac. And it's a great book, honestly. I'm like 33% done with it. And it's been a perfect book for me now because I think it's so the main thing about it, it's like, for example, let's just say if you're a type of person that when it has a conversation with someone. And when you're done with that conversation, afterwards, you start thinking like, man, I should have said this, or did I say the right thing, or man, why did I say that, right? If you're that type of person, I think like this book is perfect because um, it kind of talks about that, of like this idea of like you're being affected by these things that you wish you could have said, or you wish you could have gone differently, or even worrying about if you said the right thing. And this book is helpful for that. And I know I'm definitely that type of person that kind of starts analyzing too much after the conversation when I'm like at home or whatever. Uh, and I start thinking about these things, right? And the book talks about how this is like kind of like a pattern of worry and just in a way fear of like fear of judgment or like feel like you're not enough or and like stuff like that, particularly on like conversations, right? And you're over analyzing what you said afterwards, and it's affecting you because like our minds, the book talks about that in our minds, like we only have a limited space of like bandwidth and like processing power. And like if we're analyzing too much like what we said before or like it's just past conversations that really don't uh, have nothing to do with like the present, it's very hard to like start um, kind of thinking where your mind needs to be currently, right? Where your mind needs to be creative or like or it needs to start making decisions now, right? On whatever you're working on now. Like if you're worried about things you said in the past, like there's no process power for like what you need to be doing now. So there's limited space in the brain. And I find that very true because if I know when I'm worried or concerned about things in my head, it's very hard to focus on like what's happening in my life, like out here, right, currently. And I'm just all in my head. And I'm not making, and it just puts me in a place where I can't make the right decision now, right? Because I'm all in my head about something that happened in the past. So there's this very interesting quote that I wanted to share here. So I'm going to read it out. And it says, if you believe you're not enough, you'll replay moments where you felt overlooked while ignoring the times you were valued. If you believe people always leave, you'll focus on every time someone walked away while ignoring the people who stayed. Your brain isn't looking for the truth, it's looking for the proof of the stories you already decided to believe. Wow. So when I first read that, I was like, wow, that's so true. Like this idea that our brain is not looking for the truth, it's just looking for the thoughts and proof of the ideas that we already find true or that we already believe are true. Um, and that's so profound because like even like when it comes to like this example of conversations, like if you feel like you said the wrong thing or like man, I wish I could have said this, like your mind has already decided that like you said the wrong thing, and you really don't know if you did say the wrong thing or not. You're just kind of like analyzing the conversation and telling yourself that you said the wrong thing, right? So wow, so it's that's a part of it, right? It's like wow, like it's maybe not just that you're just over not analyzing, it's just maybe something is your brain is just kind of playing this game with you, right? Like that you're not saying the right things, you're not saying the right things, and this is a repetitive thought that you're having, and and we've made it true about ourselves, right? That we're not saying the right things, but we really don't know. And I feel like it's super helpful even like when it comes to different things. Like for example, this in the quote it says like this person that believes that they're not enough or like they're not good enough to do something, and if they always believe that, then that's how it's gonna play out in their life, right? Even though it's not true, like there's plenty of time when this person has sure felt like they're good enough and they've done good things and accomplished very difficult stuff. Um, but that whole idea of like uh, our mind is looking for proof of like the things that we already find true. It's just this idea that like our thoughts create like what our reality in that way. Like if someone feels like everyone leaves in their life, then everyone will leave because that's what the mind is constantly thinking. And like and if the mind is always constantly thinking that they'll always leave, then like everything in their mind or every decision that or creative thinking that they could possibly think is gonna be I can't like for example if someone's thinking that they're gonna say oh man I wonder when this person's gonna leave, and then they're gonna create that reality because no one wants to be in a relationship or in a friendship of someone that's always worried that they're gonna leave. Like um, it's just unbearable, right? Like if let's just say you're enjoying like a date or like just going out with a friend, and then like before the date or whatever you guys doing ends, they're like you're not gonna leave, right? And like you're not gonna not text me and just leave and like just and just abandon me, right? You're kind of say, yo, what's going on here, right? Like, is this person okay? And if they're like that every day after a date or after hanging out, like you're like, okay, like there's something that going on here, right? This is probably not a healthy relationship. So eventually, the person will leave. You will leave, right? I know I would leave if someone's acting that way. Um, and like it's just kind of a weird attachment, right? Issue there. And I think I've even been in that role before. Like always felt like specifically in like romantic relationships where I felt like things won't last, right? Feeling that nothing's gonna work out. And that's what I used to kind of manifest in my life. Like things didn't work out and things didn't last. simply because that's what I was focused on, right? Um, Luckily, all that has changed. But I definitely have been there, and uh, definitely things could change. Like what we focus on is what kind of will we create in our lives. So yeah, it's a fantastic book. I wanted to share that quote specifically, especially the mind part, right? Like it's not looking for the truth; it's just looking for proof of the things that we already believe are true. So yeah, that's very important to kind of understand. Um, but yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time. And if you like this video, let me know. Give it a thumbs up. And let me know, what do you guys do if you're overthinking or uh, just being letting things affect you? What do you guys do? Oh, I did want to share this part as well. It gives a solution. Uh, and very, very quick, I'll tell you guys this idea of a solution that they have in the book of like what to do if you're experiencing things that are affecting you, right? So first it says to like name it, not just name it like in a broad area. It's just kind of gonna get specific, very specific about it. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's you don't want to say like you're feeling sad, right? Because that's like broad, right? That you're doesn't really tell you why, right? So if you say like I feel overwhelmed because uh, I don't know what to do in this specific situation, right? I think it says that like if you name it that way and get more specific, you could kind of understand it better. You could kind of see it, and it's not hidden anymore. Where it's like it's there's nothing worse where like you feel down and like you don't know why, right? I feel like that's the worst. But like if you could name it, you could see it, right? And like you could understand it better. And then after that, it talks about how you need to like separate yourself from it. So instead of only saying I feel overwhelmed, you could say I'm I'm having all these thoughts that are creating anxiety within me. Uh, and what that does, what the book is trying to say is like to like have a separation between you and your thoughts, to sort of be able to like analyze it separate from you in a way. Like don't make it about your personality. Like if you say you're overwhelmed, you're gonna be overwhelmed, right? But if like you could say I'm experiencing these thoughts that are creating anxiety, and it's just it's like it's starting to feel overwhelmed about these thoughts. Uh, it separates you from these emotions. It separates you from making it so much about creating an identity of this overwhelmed person, right? It's just separate, and I found that very helpful, and I did want to share that part because I'm learning that myself, and if I hope that helps you guys as well. So separating yourself, I'm experiencing these thoughts, and that already separates, puts like a border between your emotions and like uh, and yeah, the actual thoughts that you're having. And the goal is not to like not feel anything, right? The goal is to kind of to understand these emotions, and it's sometimes harder to understand something if you're kind of all um, involved in it, like all like one with it, if that makes sense. So it's easier to like if there's like a border between you and the emotions and thoughts that you're experiencing, and kind of analyzing it away from you rather than like just within you is so much. So yeah, yeah, that's the end now, guys.